Is your condition also like this gentleman? If there are thoughts, then words cannot be found. Does not know how to express emotion, and the fear always continue to haunt you. If I say that, people will make fun of me, and the biggest reason for this is your poor communication skill. Yes, communication skill is one such skill which is needed whether you want to share your emotion, show off your ability, or give an interview. Whether it is your professional life or personal life, communication skills are needed everywhere. So let us know those 5 tips that will help us in mastering communication skill and Aristotle's scientific theory, which is the basic of communication skill. Aristotle gave a scientific approach to communication in the 4th century BC, which we know as ethos, pathos, and logos. The ethos, pathos, and logos approach is used to persuade listeners using ethics, emotion, and logic. Ethos means building your trust and credibility with your audience. Pathos means to awaken the emotion and feeling of the listener through your word. And logos means to prove your point by giving logic and reasons. This tree is also called rhetorical triangle. Means if you want to become a better communicator, you just have to master these 3 things. So now let us know those 5 tips that will help you to talk fluently and confidently, and 5 points that will make your conversation interesting. So the first tip is to be a good listener. This is the basic principle of communication skill. Without this, no communication can be effective. Whether you have to solve someone's issues, influence someone, or build trust for yourself in others. So first you have to listen to them. Ian Tversky, who is the author of the bestseller book 21 Days of Effective Communication or The Science of Effective Communication, say that for active listening, one should have these 3 qualities. First, empathy. Means you have to listen to someone. With this approach, you do not just have to listen to him, but you also have to motivate him to talk to you and find a solution. Secondly, you should have the patience to listen to someone. And third, your positive gesture. Means you should avoid scratching your head repeatedly, looking at your mobile, looking at the watch, or looking here and there during a conversation. Because if a speaker sees and feels that someone is listening and understanding what he is saying, this helps build a strong, deeper relationship between both. So the second tip is, do not be judgmental about yourself. Some people struggle to choose the right word while talking. They are very afraid of this too, that they will be judged. And the best way to overcome your fear by boosting your self-confidence, and this can only come from your practice. For this, Ian Tversky says that you will have to work on 2 scenarios. First, you will have to improve your vocabulary, and second, you will have to practice speaking in front of others. To practice vocabulary, choose 5 words every day and use them while talking to the people throughout the day. Due to this, you will not have to remember those words. And secondly, you can also take the help of books. And to practice speaking to others, first you can use the mirroring technique, which is very old but equally effective. Secondly, try to interact with others. The more you socialize, the more your speaking will improve. Yes, you have to avoid unnecessary discussion. You can go to seminar and conference related to your field, whether you will have to meet people from your own field. Due to this, you will gain knowledge and your confidence will also be boosted. The third tip is to make your communication interesting, because communication is two-way process. Suppose you are talking to someone and he is not responding, looking here and there. So it is obvious that he is trying to show that he does not want to listen to you. Therefore, to make communication effective, both people need to maintain interest in the conversation. For this, you will have to avoid something and include something during the conversation. First is, you have to avoid being self-centered. You do not just have to listen to yourself. Rather, you have to hear more from others. They do not have this impression, so that the feeling can come inside them that the next one want to listen to me. Second, you have to find common and connecting point between them and yourself, because when heart meets, so the conversation go very far. Like you can ask him directly what he is more interested in. It is possible that maybe you are interested in it, but to make a connection with them, you can definitely ask 3 or 4 questions about their interest, which make them realize that you are eager to know their interest. Third, you have to keep appreciating them. Who does not like praise? But praise should be true, otherwise it becomes cumbersome. Like if someone is a software engineer, so do not praise him directly. You can praise the industry and the job opportunity and career growth in their profession, who will also feel him like being a part of a special community. Fourth is always maintain eye contact with your audience, because as soon as you lose eye contact with your audience, the audience starts becoming victim of distraction. Fifth is keep the language as simple as possible so that the next person can understand your word in a better and more effective way, because maybe your audience is not very educated or there may be a language problem. So you can start the speech in the local language and you can keep your language simple so your audience will feel connection with you. So the fourth tip is communication threading. You should know how to weave a web of words. You should know the art of connecting several questions with one question. You should never ask close-ended question, means whose answer ended in yes or no. Your question should always be open-ended. Like if you say, "What a beautiful day, isn't?" So to answer this, only yes or no are required. But when you say, "What are you planning to enjoy this pleasant weather?" So it will take more than one word to answer, and you can create many questions from one question. Like if they have some plan, so you can ask further question about their plan, or if they do not have any plan, you can invite them for coffee. Yes, you should avoid interrupting other during conversation unless it is very necessary, because no one like interruption. So the last and fifth tip is to use pronouns and conjunction wisely. Some words that you use while communicating can become a hindrance for you. To improve communication, you should avoid using words that can hurt you or others. For example, when you say that you are not successful, it means that you have lost all the hope of being successful. But when you say that you have not been successful yet, this means that you are in the process of becoming successful, because by using yet in a sentence, it's proof that you still have hope and you can still achieve something. Similarly, you should avoid using the word I. It does not matter to you, but other will see you as a selfish and arrogant. So when you want to talk about your struggle or sorrow, you can use I, and when you express happiness and achievement, you can use us. So if you want to become the owner of an attractive personality, you will have to master communication skill. Your beauty can attract someone to you, but the way you talk can change the entire mindset of another person and can influence him to accept everything. So if this video added some value in your life, then please like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you and best of luck.